Greetings, my dear listeners. This is your host, Max O Carre. I am so glad that I have the opportunity to come here live with you to share information that's causing transformation for this generation and the generation to come. I am so glad that you took the opportunity to actually be live on this station. And of course, as you know, I'm on like 10 different platforms. And that's what I love about this. And the very first one, as you know, is WMBM 1490 Gospel. So this is one of the stations that is really awesome because it makes sure that it's the station that loves Jesus Christ. And I'm so glad that, of course, we're on Facebook, Twitter, and also on two different YouTube and Twitch as well, and Twitter. So I am so glad that we're here and we are creating transformation for this generation and the generation to come. The verse for the day is, "He who pursues righteousness and love finds life, prosperity, and honor." I think that's a real good verse for today. And one of the things that's really smooth to really have a verse like that is because it gives us an opportunity to really see why we are into what we're doing. And we can create a major transformation that way. And for all of you that's actually watching us online, remember you can always connect with us at 305-407-9227. That's if you want to have immediate contact. And I'm glad that we are actually creating that transformation right now. Now, the verse of the day that I just shared, if you did not know, that's Proverbs 21, verse 21. And I am so thankful the fact that we are actually doing this. So again, my name is Max O Carre. If you've never connected with us before, or if you're listening to the show for the first time, I have been living in the South Florida region for the past 27 years. And a few of you, of course, who are listening, I've been in school with you at NNB Chargers, with your children, of course, with your children's children. And for those who are very, very active. And of course, some of you, I already know your grandparents, of course. So I am so thankful that we're going to do this show. And I want to make sure I share with you that the purpose of this show is to share information on natural health that they don't want you to know about. That's really essential that you understand what we mean by that, because we, all of you who are listening to the news, you know how we got started. You know why we actually decided to do this show. And you know it's because we've had many families who are from what we call the impoverished group, or from the group that are not really being taken care of. These are the people who have been affected. And of course, people are always reactive to the news. Now, you know, we've been sharing on how to really maintain your body, how to be taking herbs that's causing transformation. But remember, most people are always what? Reactive. And because we're reactive, that's what happens. So, bam, the news came out, cases are rising again, a new strain is out, and everybody's panicking. Well, guess what? If you've done your work, you've done your homework, you fed the body, you actually were preparing, just as the time in Egypt when you knew that you needed to save up, you needed to do what you needed to do so that make sure in the lean times that you will have enough to really do what you must do to take care of yourself. So today we are going to start by sharing some natural juices for great health that you're able to do right away. And one of the reasons we like to do that is because a lot of people do not know. You'll be so surprised, despite the internet, despite YouTube, despite how the Bible says knowledge shall increase, and indeed knowledge has. All the different books that has been printed, written for information on natural health, on juices, you'll still find people who are literally ignorant of the case. Why? Because if the problem is not at your front door, you're not doing anything about it. And that's what usually happens to a lot of people. They wait till the problem is at the front door. And when they do, you just want to make sure you just shut that front door. And I am so happy the fact that we're doing that transformation. So the juice that we're going to share with you is a juice that's called Garden Salad Special, where you take 3 broccoli florets, you take 1 garlic clove, 4 to 5 carrots or 2 tomatoes, 2 stalks of celery, half a green pepper. You push that broccoli and the garlic through a hopper, which is a type of juicer. When you do that, it will give you the best garden salad special that you would have. Now, one thing that's really important to understand when we share these information is because there's so many people who are dealing with what we call a lot of nonsense, especially when it comes to craving. Now, understand this. A lot of people are dealing with those cravings is because they are dealing with things that they don't want us to know about. And imagine the people who are craving sweets and chocolates, and they're having mineral deficiency like chromium. Just so you know, the green pepper, the apple, the spinach, and the carrots are a good source of chromium. When you're eating spinach, asparagus, and carrots, they're a good source of vitamin E. Now, you know that, and I say you know because I'm assuming you know. Well, guess what? I'm going to share another one with you. Let thy food be thy medicine, and thy medicine be thy food. So when Hippocrates said that, it meant everything. And that's why we come on this station to share these information free of charge. Because we know that when you get that opportunity to share, to really use it and really share it with another person, that's something that would make major help. So let's talk about the cherry cleansing cocktail. A lot of people need some cleansing still because they still got that junk from the year before that they're trailing up. 1/4 inch of slice of ginger root, 1 beet, half an apple seeded, 4 carrots with the green removed. You push that ginger, the beet, and the apple through the hopper with carrots. You have a cherry cleansing cocktail. Well, you probably saying, Max, you're going really fast. I just want to let you know, if you want to have a breakthrough with natural healing, and just take down my number. It's 888-896-7708. 888-896-7708. Again, 888-896-7708. It's important that you have access to that information because I believe that if you're listening right now, you have access to that information right now. And for all our folks who are already calling, I just want to let you know you can make a difference right now in your life. Now, let's talk about the mineral tonic. Have you ever heard about a mineral tonic? There's a lot of people who are dealing with nonsense out there, cramps in the legs, cramps in the arms, where your whole body is not acting the way it should. I just want to let you know you can get that to be transformed. So why don't I take a handful, the size of your hand, of course, a handful. By the way, when I'm doing this is because I'm also on Instagram, and I failed to mention that. Guess what? A handful of parsley. You take 2 turnip leaf, 1 kale leaf, 4 to 5 carrots. You remove the green on top of it. You roll up the parsley and turnip and kale leaf, and you push it through a hopper with carrots. Of course, all these vegetables, you must wash them thoroughly. Make sure you wash them with white vinegar. And also there are ingredients you can do to actually make sure that you spray them, soak them to remove all the different nonsense or the really toxins that's on top of these veggies and fruits, because we want to make sure that you're doing your best to actually really feeding that temple of the Holy Spirit. So as I said, that I was really sharing about what we call a mineral tonic. And it's important that you do that, especially if you're dealing with a bunch of craving. Now, I want to let you know there's a lot of sorts of different craving. There's salt craving, there's sweet craving, ice craving, there's peanut butter craving, there's sour food craving, and all these things, they're really there. And there's natural herbs that they don't want you to know about. Now, if you like to receive a free newsletter on natural health and herbal medicine, what I'd like you to do, why don't you text me your address at 954-934-9694. 954-934-7921. Again, you can text me at that number, 954-934-7921. 954-934-7921. Of course, I just wanted to make sure that you have access to that information. What if you have peanut butter craving? I'm telling you, I met a gentleman yesterday. He said, I love to eat almond butter. Well, guess what? If you having that as a craving, there's different things that you can do to actually help yourself. Now, you know, a lot of times there's zillions of disease that you're hearing right now. When I'm saying zillion, I'm exaggerating, 30,000, give or take. Well, there's really Dr. Simoncini. It's really out of Italy. There's a way that they tell you that cancer is a fungus. So when you hear that, you would understand that's why you want to remove all these nonsense in your body, the mucus. You want to get those mucus out, because when you can get the mucus out, it's really good. For all those who are always meal prepping, where you're actually eating food left over more than 2 days, some people do it a week, some people do it a lot longer. I'm telling you, because you don't have a microscope as I do to really be able to see it at the cellular level. When you're actually dealing with that, it's important that you make a change. Remember, if you like to receive newsletters every month, okay, where we're sharing herbal information, all it is, you want to do it at no cost. All you have to do, send me a text at 954-934-7921. Okay, well, let's keep going. We got quite a while to go. I just want to give you one more juice. Now, these are the people who are dealing with Crohn's disease. A lot of times when you hear about Crohn's disease, it's not something that's really cool, okay? So if you want to know a little bit more, Crohn's disease is a chronic inflammatory bowel disease. It usually develops in individuals who are between 15 and 35 years of age. It's characterized by intermittent bouts of diarrhea, low-grade fever, and anorexia, weight loss, abdominal tenderness, flatulence, and malaise. The causes of Crohn's disease include genetic predisposition, infectious agents, and immunologic abnormalities, and also dietary factor. Now, if the disease continue for years, bowel function can deteriorate. With deterioration comes impaired absorption of nutrients, which can weaken the immune system, delay healing. This condition can increase the risk of colon cancer. You know how many of our parachute, that's for my folks who are from the Caribbean, really are dealing with nonsense like that? I mean, we have a bunch of our brothers and sisters who are dealing with that. And I want to make sure I share with you some juices that you can actually do to basically help feed the body, because the main thing it has to do with, especially the dietary factor, it is a one main case. So let's talk about the calcium-rich cocktail. The calcium-rich cocktail is 3 kale leaves, small handful of parsley, 4 to 5 carrots, remove the top green, half an apple seeded. You bunch up kale and parsley and push through the hopper with carrots and apple. When you do that, guess what? It starts nourishing the body. Your body starts feeling differently, because there's so many things that when you don't have calcium, your whole body is out of whack. So I'm going to share another one, which is called Digestive Special. The Digestive Special, what I love about it is that it creates a major transformation in your body. It gives your body an opportunity to really be awesome. Handful of spinach, 4 to 5 carrots. You remove the green on it. You put that through the hopper, and there you go. You got your Digestive Special. Well, I just wanted to share those two, but we have a big enchilada right now for you. And remember, if you want to have a breakthrough with natural healing, just take down my number, 888-896-7708. Again, 888-896-7708. If you want to have a breakthrough in natural health. And there's a lot of people who usually like to swing by our office. You can definitely do that. We have 2 of them one in Broward County and one in Dade County. And of course, it's at 855 Northeast 125th Street, 855 Northeast 125th Street, North Miami, Florida, 33161. I just wanted to make sure I share that with you. And for all those who are actually love to send me your blood work and want to take a look at it and see how we can help you, you can always send me your email at docnaturel@gmail.com, docnaturel@gmail.com. If you also would like to receive the free newsletter, you don't want to use paper, you want to save on the trees, definitely. You could send me an email and I'll put you on our email list where you can actually receive information that's causing transformation right now. Again, I'm always welcoming phone calls, especially all the folks that's around the world who are listening to our dear WMBM 1490 Gospel. Guess what? 888-896-7708. And of course, if you want to send me your address, you could send it to my cell phone, which is 954-934-7921. All right, awesome. So let's go ahead and get this started. So now we are going to speak about my favorite herb. One of my favorite herb, it's called Cascara Sagrada. Well, you know, whenever I talk about Cascara Sagrada, I really get happy, and I'll tell you why. Do you know that 1 out of 3 people will have some form of cancer? You also know that 1 out of 3 people will have some nonsense relating that digestive disorder. Do you understand that 1 out of 3 people also are dealing with the backup system? So this is not cool when you have all these people dealing with all these major issues. Now, let's go ahead and speak about Cascara Sagrada. Now, I will be the first one to tell you, you're able to find a cheap knockoff anywhere in the stores. Now, there are stores that you'll find some good ones. Some you will find things that has a lot of they'll have synthetic stuff. You want to really be mindful of those because those synthetic stuff, they really hurt you. Now, you will also hear some of your physician may say that, hey, Cascara Sagrada is not good for you. No, you'll find stuff online telling you that. Let me tell you, a confused mind does nothing. So if you can get confused, then you won't do anything. What we will tell you, we don't want you to live off of it. We want you to start improving your nutrition where you don't have to always have to use it as a laxative, like you always have to take it if you're backed up. So I really know most people don't like to hear about that type of subject, especially some people who are listening to this maybe around the dinner table or breakfast, wherever you're watching this around the world. So I'm glad that I'm taking the time to really do this. So Cascara Sagrada is also known as what we call sacred bark. So when we talk about sacred bark, that herb is an alternative. When you hear a herb is an alternative, it removes toxic waste, chemical waste in your body. For all those friends of mine and family of mine, very close friends of mine who got jab 1, jab 2, extra jab, guess what? Don't be surprised. You thought everything was over. And I kept on speaking to a lot of my friends. I'm like, look at them, not protecting themselves. All they needed to hear is for somebody in authority that said, oh, free willing, we can go however we want. And people start doing that. Now, funny thing, I will tell you a secret. A friend of mine that's in the testing site was loving the money that he or she was making and said that, man, I regret I didn't jump on this earlier. You understand? The demise, the issues of somebody's misfortune is always somebody else's fortune. So that's why it is so sad that some people say, I'm not with all the people dying, of course, but the money was good. Well, I'm just going to say this to you. Make sure you protect yourself. Don't wait for some official that know nothing about you or that doesn't even have the same faith as you to really direct you on how to really take care of yourself. Always know that to thy own self be true. One thing that is really important, build this spirit, this Holy Spirit, build this temple, because you can do that as much as you want. If your temple is not built, you're not going to be where you need to be. And I'm so glad that all this is coming out so that people can really take time to create a level of transformation for yourself. So I want to really give a big shout out to all my folks online. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Derek Pickett. Yes, I'm so happy. My brother, my brother, my brother. Okay, so it is so awesome that we have the opportunity to really create major transformation. So we're talking about Cascada Sagrada. It is so awesome when we're dealing with Cascada Sagrada. And one thing that I love about it is that it really helps remove toxic waste in your body. And you know, a bunch of people had gotten the toxic waste. Some people got pressured. Some people took it because that's the only thing they knew how to take to really be able to be operational. Well, I want to say to you, in my 6.5 minutes that's left, I want to let you know that you can change the narrative. You can change the narrative by protecting yourself. And it's so essential. Just as people go above and beyond to be armed, you know, they want to make sure they protect themselves from outside invaders and all that. You want to understand that these viruses, these nonsense, they are to be what? Annihilated. And the way you could do that is by definitely building your immune system. So it's also a bitter tonic. It's an emetic. That means if you're actually want to really get your herbs to really help out, you want to do that. Now, the sacred bark, I will give you a list of some things because I know that I don't have a whole lot of time left. But let's say you're having issues with, just important to say, this may help with blood pressure that's high, bowel that is toxic, cathar, congestion that's general, constipation that's chronic, colitis, colon, cough, croup, digestion, diverticulitis, dyspsia, gallbladder, sluggish gallbladder, gallstone, gas, gout, hemorrhoids, indigestion, insomnia, intestinal issues, jaundice, liver disorder, nervous disorder, parasite, internal parasite, pituitary gland, spleen, stomach disorder, and of course, worms. If you want to have a breakthrough on those, definitely make sure you reach out to us at 888-896-7708. I have a superb special that I'm doing for you today. All of you who are listening, if you call right now, or you send me a text, email, whatever you want to really reach out to me, you want the first 33 people who contacts me right now, you will have the opportunity to actually get a bottle of Cascada Sagrada at no cost. All you have to do is pay the shipping and handling. That's only $20. You get it? Only $20. And this is a product that's $45. It's important what I'm sharing with you. This product is coming all the way from where? Michigan. I want to make sure you have access to this product because it really makes a difference. Now, when you do receive that product, you'll see on the side of it, it'll say MFG, which means manufacturing. A lot of people don't know about that. So they will think that, man, you're selling me some some expired product. No, MFG means that's the time they put it in the bottle. Some people do not know about that, and it's important. Now, I will not tell you to take Cascara without getting alfalfa. Now, if, of course, you're taking advantage of the Cascara, that same $20 shipping, you might as well get the alfalfa $45. So with that, with $65, the shipping is the same whether there's 2 or 3 products. So again, I would highly suggest that if you're taking the Cascada Sagrada, take the alfalfa, because as the Cascada Sagrada is cleansing you, what will happen is that the alfalfa will get you up because it has 17 vitamin and mineral. It has all the ingredients to really help you. In Saudi Arabia, they call alfalfa the father of all herb. And if you're dealing with issues like, let's say, bad breath, your acid stomach acid, you have all these nonsense, I want to let you know alfalfa can really help. You have issues with acidity, alfalfa can actually bring some major help for you that way. And that's why I am glad when we share natural health that they don't want you to know about. And for me, that's what matters, when you can actually do this. And that's why you are here to create that major transformation. And then I am so happy. And of course, big shout out to my man, Derek Pickett, of course, in the Georgia area, transforming lives and credit score. For all those folks who are actually watching or listening, you want to really help yourself with your credit. All you got to do, call Derek Pickett at 678-592-1624. Again, 678-592-1624. All right, my man, we'll definitely be in communication. And I'm so glad the fact that we're creating this massive transformation. Now, for the 1 minute and a half that I have left, remember the offer is for the first 33 people who call 888-896-7708. 888-896-7708. Take your special. If you're the 34th person, of course, you're paying full price, which is $45. And again, we can create that level of transformation. I think that this is really good where I can actually share with you. We have many different ways that you can actually pay for this. You can always do Cash App with Max Carre, of course, the Cash App sign Max Carre. You could use my cell phone that I gave to you earlier, 954-934-7922. You can always PayPal me / Healthmax. And of course, it's important, you can always use the Zelle, which is 954-934-7921. 954-934-7921. I'm so glad that I had the opportunity to share this major transformation for you, for all my folks who are actually connected. And I am so thankful for that. And this is so funny. All right. So I'm glad the fact that we were able to create transformation right now. And remember, 305-407-9227. 305-407-9227. 305-407-9227. I am glad the fact that we were able to create transformation for you right now. Bon bagay. Goodbye, everybody, and see you next time.